So here at Majestic Aquariums we have a massive range of both saltwater fish, corals, freshwater fish, plants, cichlids and so forth. So if you're after any sort of fish, plant, coral, then by all means let me know, and we do ship them all over Australia. But if you're in a rural area, just it's not ideal because the fish can get delayed on the couriers. So our other option is to ship them airport to airport, which is ridiculously expensive, because that means that in order to send your fish we need to drive to the airport, and then, which is best part of an hour, so let's say 2 hours there and back by the time I've dealt with Sydney traffic, logged in the order, and that way I can pack the fish in the morning, I can ship them, and you can receive them later that evening, so it's very low stress. Now particularly for saltwater fish and coral, it's really worth considering it doing it that way, so it costs a lot extra. The courier is way cheaper, but there is possible delays. So if you live in any of the capital cities on the eastern side of Australia, such as Brisbane, Sydney, Melbourne, then I can ship these fish really effectively. I'll ship them one day, you'll get them the next day. It'll be absolutely no problem for both fresh and saltwater. I have a lot of experience packing, and you won't even lose a fish. We do tend to recredit the fish if you lose a fish on, if you send me a photo of the fish dead, and if you lost it in shipping, then I will tend to replace it for you. As far as freshwater fish are concerned, they're much more lenient, so shipping them with a courier, if they don't arrive overnight and they arrive the next night, then that would be totally fine. Oh, my bloody staff have left the pump on. There we go. I've got to fix that. Hope you buggers overheat my pumps and wreck them. Anyway, so if you live in South Australia or in Perth or Darwin, then we can get away with shipping freshwater fish. But as far as saltwater is concerned, we really need to consider doing it airport to airport. So if you are going to order fish off me online and you live in Sydney, Melbourne or Brisbane, go for it. Just order them. We're not going to have a problem. If you live in a rural area, or if you live on the western side of Australia, it's really worth contacting me first before you place the order, because I'll advise how much of a good idea this is and potentially how much extra it might cost you, because freight costs to the western side of Australia is ridiculously expensive. Anyway, if you got any other tips for me, anything to add to this video, any questions, then put a note on the bottom for me. And if you have any tips for which freight companies to use that you're having good or bad success with, then let me know.